Think about the clothes you're wearing. Do you know where they come from? Do you know who made them? Under which conditions? Do you know what that person was paid? We own and wear more clothes now than at any point in human history. The world today consumes an average of 80 billion pieces of new clothing per year. This is almost 400% more than what was consumed 2 decades ago. This is due to how incredibly cheap our clothes cost.
It's kind of absurd, the rate at which people are consuming clothes, many of which can only be worn once before they start disintegrating.
And it's all because of fast fashion. As the name suggests, fast fashion aims to transfer trends from the runways into high street stores as fast as possible. It is basically stylish clothing at a low cost price.
Have new garments coming into the stores almost every day. So if you go to an H&M store today and come back 2 days later, you will always find something new.
Similar to fast food, fast fashion is a toxic industry that blinds us with the latest trends at a sale price. Today, trends change so quickly that brands release 52 micro collections per year instead of the usual 2 seasons, autumn-winter, and spring-summer. The fashion industry has become one to make us feel out of trend after 1 week. Sounds awesome, right? Trendy pieces at a cheap price? Well, it's not that great for the people who make them. Actually, it is a nightmare. "97% of our clothes are made overseas in countries where workers' rights don't exist." Bangladesh is the main producer country and the second largest textile exporter in the world after China. It has the highest population density on the planet, with 15 million citizens, yet 40% live below the poverty line. In this manufacturing country, the minimum wage represents between half to a fifth of the living wage. The living wage is the minimum that a family needs in order to live. In Bangladesh, there is a difference of 210.24 between the minimum wage and the living wage. Workers in the textile industry work under unacceptable conditions in unsafe buildings where employees breathe in toxic substances and inhale fiber dust, having to survive on as little as $1 per day. Workers are often forced to work 14 to 16 hours a day 7 days a week. Some workers finish at 3 a.m. only to start again the same morning at 7 a.m. Their wages are so low that they cannot refuse overtime even if overtime is not paid. They face discrimination, physical and verbal abuse, are insulted, denied breaks, and not allowed to drink water. My batch supervisor came up behind me. He pulled me out of the chair and I fell to the floor. He hit me, including on my breasts. This is a reality women face on a daily basis. A reality the world chose to ignore until it couldn't anymore.
Garment factory collapsed, killing more than 1,000.
Clashes between clothes factory workers and riot police in Cambodia.
Last November, 112 people were killed in another major factory fire. 30,000 Chinese workers have been on strike.
Garment workers in Bangladesh paying the price for cheap clothing.
Is the true cost of fashion death? It is time to raise awareness. It is time to take action. It is time to do something, to show we care. But how? We cannot expect much from the corporate world. We cannot sit around and wait for governments to do something, because truth is, they won't. Sadly, all these big companies and government officials only care about money. But you and me, we can stop feeding these companies with our money. Little by little, by starting at the bottom, cutting our consumption rates, choosing quality over quantity. We need to make the personal decision of living sustainably. Truth is, we don't need that many clothes. And the next time you're shopping, ask yourself, who made your clothes?